Yo, this is Ty, the official TAI. Welcome back to my channel. Today, in lieu of being purposeful, because that's what we do, right? That's what we do. I'm here to elaborate on the $1.9 trillion, yes, the third stimulus package. Well, the draft has been presented to the public. As of right now, I'm able to tell you exactly what's going to be included in this third stimulus package. Yes, it will include the $15 minimum wage increase. It does include the unemployment extension, and actually one of them you're getting $400 a week. Stay tuned for that. As well as the $1,400 stimulus. I can tell you exactly who's going to get it and who's not going to get it, because it does depend on your Social Security number. As well as the child tax credit, as what I like to call it, the government child support. Yes, that $300 a month or that $250 a month, depending on how old your child is, for the next 12 months. That's also included.
To the official TAI channel. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to my channel. Yes, that $1.9 trillion bill. Well, that draft was just released to the public as of last night, just a few hours ago. So that means that it's already approved by the subcommittees. So each department, they already did their rough draft, their final draft, and they have presented it. Yes, at this point, only thing we're waiting on is the approval by the House of Representatives, and then, of course, for our president to sign, seal, and deliver them checks to us. Yes, that $15 an hour minimum wage increase, that is included in the stimulus package. But I do want to tell you, don't promise yourself on it. Don't make no promises to yourself, only because, remember, anything has to do with funding or getting new funding for something cannot be included in a reconciliation process. So it may or may not go through. However, the Democrats are already ready for this to possibly not be able to be passed. So they have two versions, one that does include this and one that doesn't. Let's get it, Democrats. All right, so the $15 minimum wage increase. This is going to increase, as you already know. This is going to increase by the year. So by 2025, the minimum wage throughout the United States should be $15. Should be. So it'll go as follows. For 2021 minimum wage.
It's baby.
Yes.
The baby's like that.
You want to be quiet like the baby?
Uh-huh.
All right. Look, the baby watching Elmo.
Oh.
Oh, go watch Elmo. So with that being said, with this year being 2021, the minimum wage should increase up to $9.50 within 1 year. As in 2022, it should go up to $11. In 2023, it's expected to go up to $12.50. And then in 2024, it's supposed to go up to $14. And then, of course, that last year, that fourth year, yes, it should be a booming of $15 an hour for minimum wage. Yes, I'm happy about that. Again, don't be too pressed. Don't be too excited that this is definitely going to go through, because it's possible that it's not. Because remember, you can't create funding in a reconciliation process. And that's exactly what the Democrats are doing to pretty much trump the situation and not need, I should say, the Republicans' approval. Who cares? All right. With that being said, unemployment extensions. Again, I'm just going over this real briefly for y'all. PUA is getting ready to be extended from March 14th of 2021 to August 29th of 2021. Just like I've said in the videos before, and I'm sure you've heard already. But do you know that that is a total of 74 weeks? So you may think, oh, that's not a long time. But you know what? In total, it'll be 74 weeks. So that's awesome sauce. FPUC has also been that boost. Yes, the extra boost now is $400. It's not $300, and no, it's not $600, but it will be $400. So let's get it for those that have qualified. And the FPUC is extended also until August 29th of 2021. That's a total of 48 weeks that they're going to be offering that as well. So pretty much, if you don't remember what all these letters stand for, obviously we already know UE means unemployment, obviously. So, of course, that's for those that actually worked and paid into unemployment, and that's what you're being paid for. Weekly, I should say, while you're out of work due to COVID. And with that being said, if you ran out of those funds that you actually did, pay into with the unemployment through your state, this is exactly what the FPUC is for. It's for those that were on unemployment but exhausted their allotment, their amount that they actually paid into it. And then the PUA, we all know what PUA is. So that was extended again for a total of 74 weeks. Then you got the FPUC. That extra boost is about to be $400. Yes, $400. And again, it is also going to last you until the end of August, August 29th of 2021. So I hope you plan it accordingly, and I hope you know what you're doing, so that way you're not stuck like Chuck on on August 30th. I'm just saying. All right, another thing that's included in this third stimulus package, yes, the $1.9 trillion stimulus package in this draft, I should say, is the $1,400 stimulus checks. Who's eligible for the stimulus checks? Everybody. Everybody that's a U.S. citizen with a Social Security number and an ITIN number. Remember, ITIN numbers are for those that wasn't necessarily from here or born here, but they became residents somehow. Not somehow, but obviously they became residents. With that being said, all U.S. citizens or those that acknowledge to be able to live here and be able to call the United States home, you are eligible for that $1,400. Let me break it down to you. First of all, there's no dependent limit. So those people who was Rolling Stones, the papas, the mamas, whatever, and you got 10 kids, you're going to get $1,400 times 10 kids. If you got 2 kids, you're going to get that times 2 kids plus yourself. Let's not forget that, okay? So go ahead. Again, no dependent cap, no dependent limit, no limit soldiers. Let's get it for real. It's time to really rack up at this point. So all those people that, had a whole lot of kids and y'all was hating on them, I bet you want to be their friend now, don't you? Anyway, this also does include the adoption taxpayer identification number. So if you have that number and not an actual Social Security number, you qualify for the $1,400 as well. And there's no garnishing that's coming from this. No garnishing from unemployment debts, federal debts, court order debts, child support debts, state debts, government debts. Nada. You're getting that full $1,400, okay? As long as you have a valid Social Security number. And valid also means if you were deceased, if you actually passed away in 2020, that Social Security number obviously will not be eligible for the $1,400. So they will not be sending out the stimulus checks. So they will not be sending out the stimulus checks to dead people this time. All right, with that being said, who gets the $1,400 for the dependents? Again, this is for adult as well as minors dependents. The person that actually filed the taxes. So for whatever reason, if you don't claim your own kids and you got somebody else claiming your kids, go get your money from them, sis. Go get your money from them, bro, because they will get that $1,400 on your behalf. Well, I should say on your child's behalf. So again, it goes to the filer. So that's who you want to see for that money. But don't forget, your eligibility depends on your income, your AGI, how much you actually earned for the year, either 2019 or through 2020. You choose. If you make substantially less and you know that this will make you qualify for the stimulus checks this go around, I advise you to hurry up and file your taxes before this is put into action and becomes actual law and they start distributing the checks, okay? However, if you feel like you've made substantially more this year and you may well not be eligible for the stimulus check, pump your brakes, sis. Pump your brakes, bro. You want to hold off because that's how they're going to determine who is and who aren't going to be eligible for this $1,400. Okay, with that being said, like I said, a dead person's Social Security number is not a valid Social Security number. Okay, and the dollar amounts, the income amount. If you filed single on your taxes, you would definitely get the full $1,400 if you made $75,000 or less. Obviously, the amount will scale down as you made more. Okay, so the cap is $75,000 if you're single, $112,500 if you're head of household, and $150,000 if you're married. Okay, again, if you exceed those amounts, of course, your money will obviously deplete. Your funds will obviously decrease or phase out, and you may end up getting nothing. So be aware of that. Just a little trick. One thing I will say, there's no mention of prisoners not being eligible. So they may well be eligible this time go round, I should say, as well. So bless you, baby. Don't forget, you have to have a valid Social Security number, a valid ITIN number, or an adoption taxpayer ID number. Those are the only ways that you can actually get the $1,400. And if you have all those and you fit within those income, yes, go ahead and do $1,400 times X amount of people that you are claiming or have already claimed on your income tax. So, woo woo. Again, this is actually really stimulating the economy. So then we could go down to the child tax credit. Yes, it says credit. Normally you get it at tax time. But for this particular pandemic situation, they're going to give it to us monthly. So starting in July of this year until July of next year, for 12 consecutive months, the government is pretty much going to be paying you child support. Yes, believe it or not, that's going to be better than a whole lot of baby daddies we already know, right? But anyway, so the child tax credit, again, it's usually a credit. So what that means is next year when you go to file your taxes in 2022 or 2021, don't expect that credit because you got it already throughout the year. I'm just putting that out there. So $3,600 for 12 months in total. So that'll be about $300 a month every month starting in July if your child is 5 and under. If your child is 6 to 17, you will then get $250 a month for 12 months starting in July, or you can look at it as $3,000. So $3,600 for 5 and under, or $3,000 for 6 to 17. Excuse me for that. All right. And again, that does start in July of 2021. Anything is better than nothing. And I did have one question. Did you like, comment, subscribe, and share? Did you like, comment, subscribe, and share? I'm sorry, perhaps you didn't hear me. Did you like, comment, subscribe, and share? I need the algorithm in YouTube to know that the official TAI exists. And I can't do that without the help of you. So go ahead and please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Later.